Oh, welcome back. Today we are going to get the snowblower started back up. This is an Ariens Classic 24-inch snowblower that I've had for quite a few amount of years. I've already changed the oil in it, put new spark plugs in it last season when I shut it down, but it hasn't been touched in about 7 or 8 months. And so one of the things I did want to do to it this time before I get it all started up, which I haven't done in quite a while, is I wanted to take a look at the belts. And the belts are right here on this machine underneath this housing. It's got 2 screws on it you take out. They're 3/8 inch screws that I took out of it on each side down here on the bottom of it. Comes right off. But I haven't checked these belts out in quite a while. There's 2 belts on here. This is one for the friction plate, and then this one is just the one coming off the motor. And so you can kind of pull the pulley on the motor and it will turn those belts. You can kind of take a look at it and see how they look. At least this one here is turning on me now as I'm pulling it. And this one here, I think we could probably twist with our hand. You could be careful in here too. These things are, pulley's pretty sharp. But I'm kind of just looking at the belt, seeing if there's any cracks on it. And I really don't see anything. But I just wanted to check that out, take a look at it, because the last thing I want to have happen is me out snow blowing and one of those belts break on me. So those belts look good. Otherwise, you know, the auger is pretty good. It's pretty tight. Seems like it's going okay. I put fresh gas in it. I already checked the oil, but you want to do that before you start it back up too. You want to check the oil, make sure it's got oil in it. And we changed the oil last time when we shut it down. And so the last thing we're going to do here is we're going to start it up, see if it'll start back up. That way it's ready to go when the season starts, which I'm in Minnesota here in November. So, you know, the season's going to start fairly soon, I would think. The other thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take these friction plates and flip them around. It's getting pretty wore down on the bottom side of it. And you can see right here where the plate is pretty much down all the way to the ground almost. That should be probably about an 1/8 of an inch above the concrete from when I do the driveway here. So I'll raise it up by about 1/8 of an inch, and then I'm going to flip these around, which is just 2 bolts here. If I can get them off, they're pretty rusty. Before I do that, let's go ahead and see if we can get it started, because that's the main thing I'm going to make sure that's going on. It just kind of sits right back in there. So those are on there. I've put fresh gas in it already. I've checked the oil. Spark plug should be good. So it should start right up on us. We're going to turn it on. We're going to give it a couple of pumps of gas. Make sure it's pulling it in. Sounds like it is. And we're going to give it a pull. So I let it run for about 5 minutes. I made sure that the auger's turning on it. Made sure that it goes back and forth, so make sure that that's all good. And then the last thing I'm doing here is I took off the 2 skid plates. You can see on this one that it's really time to change this skid plate. I don't think I've ever switched the skid plates on this, so it's almost wore all the way down. You can see there. So I'm going to flip these, and then I guess we'll probably have to order some new ones too. So when this side gets bad, then you got to get some new ones on it. So. But this will last probably for quite a while. This one lasted for about, I don't know, quite a few seasons. I would say 5 or 6 seasons it's been since I've changed that, as you can tell. So I'm going to put it on this side, put that on the other side. I just put some shims underneath it here to kind of get it about an 1/8 of an inch off the ground. So it's got a little bit of space underneath the blade underneath it there, you can see. And then we will reattach this back onto it. So there we go, the skid plates are flipped around. Here's the one on this side. And then here's the one over here. It's got about an 1/8 of an inch gap on the bottom of it, so we should be good to go. So that's all there is to it. Since we did good maintenance when we shut it down at the end of winter last time, it's not a problem to start it up. It's looking good, the belts look good, it's got good oil in it, got brand new gas. Skid plates are fixed up. All right, I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like this video, give me some comments, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'd love to have you as part of the channel, and we will see you guys on the next one.